Hello guys, welcome back to Saska channel. Today we're gonna have another tutorial on how to install a great device in our Kawasaki Vulcan S. This time we're gonna connect a booster plug. This is the competition of the power commander, and it's a very simple device. Probably you have seen a lot of videos out there, and it's nice. And what it does is, what it is just a simple device. In here, let me show you, comes in a dandy bag. I like this sticker. The sticker comes with a sticker, which is nice. This is I don't know the name of the guy. He's Mr. Hoops, I think, and he's being on the power commander. So yeah, power commander, there you go. Actually it's cheaper than the power commander, and it's quite simple to install, probably. And this is what it is, just a little device here which is sends signals. He has a thermometer here, a thermometer or a resistor, and then what else, you have a connector to the power to the computer, and a connector to the airflow system, to the airbox. And this device, the only thing it does, it tells the computer that the temperature is, I believe is 20 degrees higher or 6 degrees higher. I have to look at the instructions, but you can actually see other videos and to have the actual numbers. And what it does is sends a signal. I have a set to the power to the ECU, to the computer, tells it this temperature is higher, so it sends more air flow into the mixture, so you have better performance, you have better mixture, better combustion, and you have that annoying rattling sometimes that you go in lower speeds, that it takes rid of that. So we'll test that in a minute. Okay, we'll test that in a different video, and that's what it is. The only thing you have to do, I'm going to show you. Is to have the gas tank removed. Okay, I have that in a different video for you guys. So that's the difficult part of it, is to uninstall the gas tank. It's not too difficult, it's a little time consuming, you have to be careful, and but that's it. So the power commander, the plug, you have to for you guys to know, is you have to remove the ECU, not remove it, but take it out from its place. You have to remove these two screws, and there's a plug underneath there. So you have to disconnect it, connect the power commander, the booster plug, and then run the thermometer somewhere in here at the beginning of the bike, so it doesn't get into with the cylinder, with the engine, and with the radiator, so you don't have too much heat in there. So okay, so let's do that, and I'll show you that right quick. Okay, so make sure the handlebars are straight, so there you go, so they're away from your work environment. Now, as I have said in the introduction, you have to remove these two screws. See, as you can see, the bracket is an angle, so the higher the angle is where the bracket goes. So you have a very much wider area at the top here than here at the bottom. So the wider area, the big hole here, it goes on top. So okay, just remember that when you install it back. Okay, what you can do is take the ECU out, or take it away from its place, and you can see here this plug here, right? See, there's a tap here on top. So what you have to do is press it down. Don't force it, always be careful to break it. So just press the tap down, and they pull it backwards, and the connector comes up. Alright, so we're ready to install the power boost, or the booster plug. Okay, I placed the booster plug here in a hole in there. There was some space in there. We want to make sure everything is knocked together. They're very tight, and and secure. We don't want anything to be in its place, so it can be pinched, the cable can be pinched or anything. Okay, the booster plug, of course, has a, I guess this is the female plug. You can see, you can follow the instructions. It's gonna go in here into the air booster, or not air booster, but air control, air box. So just make sure it clicks. Okay, it's clicking there. Now the plug that goes into the ECU is gonna go into the male plug here. Okay, just make sure it can only go one way. Again, if you want to, these things have the same tab, so if you press on the tab, you can actually remove it and put it in a different place where it suits you better. Okay, now what I see is here, just make sure the cables are okay, they have enough space to move. Don't tighten them too much because we don't want them to pinch or to break. We put the ECU back in its place. All right, so what you will need here later, now that I'm going to show you as well, you're going to use some cable ties, okay, to make sure all the cables go tight together and they don't go anywhere. Okay, so I believe this is very nice, in a nice place. I'm gonna put some tape around it and just make sure is there secure. So I'm gonna do that. I'll show you that in a minute. So the booster plug is connected now, and the other thing that you have that require is the thermometer. Okay, this thermometer or resistor. I'm just gonna go through the motorcycle to go around these cables with install them with cable ties, and it's gonna go in the front of the motorcycle. Okay, so now make sure the cables do not go in any mechanical ways or anything like that. Okay, so before we forget, we're gonna install the bracket so the ECU doesn't move. Be careful with the screws. Okay, alright, so cables are okay. Power connector, power booster plug connected there. Is connected here. The booster plug device is there tucked in. As I said, let's have some tape. Okay, and make sure, see how we're gonna do this. Okay, we're just gonna connect it around there like that. Okay, great. Let's take another stripe, another piece of tape. Hopefully it will stay there, nice and tug. Okay, there you go. Okay, a longer one. Okay, so there you go. So hopefully this will be enough. Okay, my friends, now it's time to install the cable. We have cable ties, as you can see, some cable ties, little ones. This is the thermometer or the resistor, and we're gonna do that later. And this cable here comes from the airbox into the booster plug. So what we're gonna do is make sure it's away from everything. We're gonna tie it against these cables here underneath. So I'm gonna install this over here. We make sure it goes all the way over there. So it's gonna go through here. So make sure it's also it gets away from everything. Close to the other cables. Okay. here, so here's right here. The thermometer is on top of the bike, in front of the bike, away from the radiator, from the engine. It's pretty tucked in there. See, I went around these cables here, tied them up. Okay, and as you can see, this is the power plug, the booster plug. And this is the different connectors. Okay, this is the connector from the ECU all the way to the booster plug, and inside is the other connector. Alright, so it's done. It's not that bad, it's not that difficult to install. It just requires some time to install the cables. Thanks for tuning back in.